Hello and welcome back to EquipmentFiles.com, the online equipment management program. Today we're going to be covering reports. As a client managers has access to standard reports within the program. The listing of reports that we have here are listed off to the side. If there's any additional report formatting that you need, just go ahead and request it and we'll certainly can make it. Sometimes there's a fee, sometimes there's not. It depends upon how many people actually use the report format that's being created. We'll click inventory. It's pretty straightforward and simple. This lists every item that's in the inventory. As you look at the viewer here, you can upsize the viewer. Okay, but what we'll do for instructional purposes, we're going to print it out to PDF. Goes to whatever printer that you have in your queue, and this is a pretty standard report format. Pretty self-explanatory. This one is particularly filed by control number, looks like, so we're going to cancel out. We'll go to service summary. This is one of the major reports for safety committee meetings or just reviewed by the departments. We're going to select a quarterly report, and we'll go ahead and print. Once you select the dates will be held for all the rest of the reports, since it's assuming that all the reports are printed out by the quarter. We will go directly and print this out. This information here is a standard report. This introduction up here is whatever general statement that you want to use. You could set that up. We are in California, so we are citing California Security Code Division 5 and the NFPA 99. These electrical safety standards are set up by the NFPA. All the work orders are assigned a result code after they're inspected, and the result codes are compiled here. For this quarter, looks like 235 units were inspected, and looks like a couple of them were removed from service, 12 removed from service, and 10 unable to locate. In addition to having a result code, pass, fail, whatever, it also has a fault code. The fault codes typically are for tracking failures or anything that needs further evaluation by the safety committee meeting or by maintenance department, and also ultimately by at the end of the year when they decide to buy new equipment. Is this equipment worth it? This is used in conjunction with the report from the service detail report. Going to click this, and this is a line item listing, a spreadsheet type of listing. And again, you could export this or print it out. This report will list work order number and all the information pertaining to that device that was inspected, and then the result code. You can actually, through the other aspects of the program, go directly to the work order number and pull up that one report and see what was done, see regarding if there was a repair issue or removed from service or any documentation regarding that. So this is a detailed report based off the service summary report. Inventory report, unable to locate. This is a specialty report. This is a report that typically when especially visiting biomeds are sent to a facility and they can't find a device, this report is created so that it can be handed to the individual departments or the maintenance department and request that the staff find these items for your next visit. We know that nurses are busy, but often they're the ones that know what happened to this equipment. Pretty forward statement up here, and then a listing of all the equipment that was not located. We'll cancel out. Okay, mean time between failure report is a report that details the amount of time between when a device fails and when it fails again. Some places will use this report, some do not, but it is a good tool if it's a place that you have a lot of repairs. We have a warranty report, a clinical alarm report, and equipment inspection report. These reports compare the entire inventory, and they typically will generate a report by control number and list every device in the inventory. Takes a couple of seconds to come up because it is searching through the entire inventory. This apparently is about 1,000 items. Compiling the data should come up in a second or two. Normally you might want to filter the information via department or classification, whether it's high risk, medium risk, low risk. We'll print this out. Okay, we'll enlarge this a little bit. Okay, this is a clinical alarm report. All this information is regarding here. The clinical alarm policy, every facility has to have one that is Joint Commission certified, and also probably by DNS and CMS, will probably in the state of California. Is a part of the program. What are the alarm limits? That's kind of may not be necessary, but at least the ability to identify clinical alarms, yes or no. And then also if it has electronic record keeping, patient information, that should be known well within it as well. Often there may be another tab regarding who is allowed to change the alarm levels in these units. So this is a newer report. Actually last year. Clinical inspection report, warranty report, similar formats. Now we also have the ability to, we'll go to any one of these tabs can also print reports, and that are potentially more suitable because you can actually filter it. Say for instance we want this entire report here. Okay, then you would say select all, and you would say print selected. It comes up to the viewer, and then you can do the same thing. You can print it. So all of these have the same function. Okay, it's just that when you go through the actual modules, you have the ability to select and filter more than just a specific report. And that covers tutorial for reports, and we'll log out.